Hey guys, Jengar here. We've got a new dev server for patch 1.103 and we have quite a few new planes and it's looking pretty good. I'm not dissatisfied with this stuff. We've got a new hangar as well. Looking good, looking nice. Are those the new clouds? Interesting. Gonna be nice to see that in game. Like, well, I don't know. We'll have to reserve judgment till we get a closer look on this stuff. Looks a bit, well, okay. Never mind. We'll look into that later. This is just a first impression, right? USA doesn't have any new planes as of yet. So we're gonna move straight ahead to Germany. We've got the BF 110 G4, the premium that was added for the Italians in the last patch. We've got it now for Germany as well. In the regular tree, 3.7 battle rating. Well, I reviewed this plane for the Italians. I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar. We're going to review it for the Germans as well, of course, as we come to it. But yeah, I don't expect something very strange there. We're going to move on to the, well, it's a Razorback. What do you know? A German Razorback. Always welcome. Let's spread the Razorbacks around. We've got another one somewhere in another tree. They are nice. We know what this thing can do, of course. It's a lovely, lovely plane with some armor, with, well, 50 cals, same setup as you usually would expect from a P-47. This Razorback doesn't have any ordnance though, so it's just the guns. But hey, they look awesome, don't they? So I always like a Razorback. Germany has got a Razorback. That's awesome. Then we go into the jet era. On the USSR, the Soviets get the MiG-21 Bis. And what do you know? It's got 3 plus 3 missiles is 6. Now, from what I've seen so far, that's quite a lot. Of course, I have not flown top tier in a while as I've been focusing on other stuff, but we'll try to get into it. We'll try to see if I can get some missile kills this time. But it looks, I know a lot of people look forward to this plane. It's the definitive version of the MiG-21, isn't it? So, yeah, we're gonna see how it holds up in game. Probably pretty good. And that is some nice stuff on there with the missiles. You also have a 23mm cannon. Well, some minimum pilot protection. You've got that cannon right here. 250 rounds. Should be alright. And for the rest, of course, you do have some options. A lot of options, actually. 2 pages of options in the ordnance load. So that is very interesting for people that want to use the versatility of this plane. Looks interesting, can't say otherwise. Then we move on to Great Britain and we've got this great model featuring the Harrier Jump Jet. Always nice to see. We have expecting this thing for a long time. I think about 5 months ago I said we will see it soonish, right? Like Gaijin always says in one of my comment sections. And here she is. Didn't take too long. This is not going to be a fast plane. And the vertical takeoff, well, I don't know how functional that's going to be. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. The model looks fantastic though. It looks very shiny and can appreciate that artwork. Gaijin did a great job. I don't know how I like this gun setup. Really on the belly of the plane, hanging underneath. I don't know. But you're always going to get that. You've got 4 air-to-air missiles as well. No armor protection on the vehicle. We've got a bit of a fuel... oh, that's a track. Okay, where is that? Oh yeah, well the guns, we can't see the guns. They've made them invisible. I was looking for the guns. I thought, is this the gun? No, that's not the gun. They're over here. Okay, let's see. We've got some ordnance options as well here. Quite a few options, which is quite good. These kind of combinations might work well. Whatever suits your needs. It's probably handy as a ground attacker in that sense. course, it's not gonna make the fighter that she's always she is a premium. So it's a jet fighter, it says, but it's not gonna be very competitive as a jet fighter at 9.7, I think, with this speed. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It looks great. It looks gorgeous. That's for sure. Japan. It's got a Mitsubishi F1. Like a big bird, doesn't it? Looks pretty good. We've got 4 missiles. That's always nice. No armor protection on the vehicle. We've got that minigun here. 20mm, 750 rounds. Gotta love that. It's always a good gun to have. And we have... Look at that shit. That is another 2 pages of ordnance. Look. That is quite the loadout, guys. Quite the loadout. And I think that is going to be... Can be devastating on the battlefield. The speeds are very nice indeed, looking at them. So yeah, behind the T2, most people will have that unlocked by now if they play the Japanese 3. We've got the F1 now. Looks like a very interesting plane. And seems competitive. We've got a ground attacker for the Chinese right here. Love the white skin. Love the white skin. Looks like a ghost, this thing. Gonna be very ground attacker, like it's the Q5AB. Well, I don't know what that says, but it's the follow-up on this plane, which was a ground attacker as well. Jet fighter by name. We have some good armor protection, giving you some protection for the pilot, which is very nice. Now the guns are situated here in the wings. 120 rounds, this whole thing for 120 rounds, I guess. Would most likely be 500 rounds when you have this long of a belt, right? I would say, but oh well. Apparently not. We've got some modifications as well. Not as extensive as other things. This looks quite basic. But yeah, gonna be interesting, this plane. 4 bombs, always nice. If you can get them on target. I'm crap at that, by the way, Jesus. Italy has got a bit of an underserving. I don't want to dish this plane here. The FC-20 Biz. Looks like a short, stubby little attacker with a 37mm cannon. I assume this is the cannon, because in the X-ray there is no cannon here. So, well, but I assume it's the 37mm, 42 rounds to that cannon. You also have 2 12.7 Bredas here. No armor protection on the vehicle. And only a few loadouts. So it's an attacker. You're going to use that 37mm gun, I assume. We're going to have to see how effective this plane will be. Now, we move on to France, and France has got a Razorback. Yes, it's very nice. Gotta love the Razorbacks. More Razorbacks is good. Armor protection. Well, we know the Razorbacks had a little bit of armor protection. You've got the rest of with the 850 cals. Everybody know the setup of the... we do have some bombs on this one. Everybody knows the gun setup on the Thunderbolts for sure. And this is a Razorback with some bombs. Don't know if you want to use them. Probably want to go boom and zooming in this plane as a premium. It's gonna be nice for the rewards. It's right here in rank 3. Gonna be very interesting. There's a bit of a gap. You've got the 2 Yaks, and after that you've got the Focke-Wulf, the NC 900. Focke-Wulf at 5.0, and then you have the Razorback now in between, or something else. That's pretty nice. Flashing out the rank 3 French premiums. They can use a few more premiums, can't they, the French? But the Razorback is nice. And then Sweden, we have this little buddy for the Swedish, the SK60B. And you can choose to have either 30mm guns, or you can choose to have this loadout. Let's first check the armor. There is no armor protection. This looks like a Cessna plane or something. Looks very weird. Very interesting. So no guns, if you don't choose for them. And that's what you can do here. You can choose for these 30mm Akans, 2 of them, and you can choose for rocket options. And what is this? More rockets. So yeah, rockets or guns. That's the options in this plane. No bombs, not fantastic loadouts as well. This is supposed to be a bomber. 7.3 battle rating. I'm a little bit doubtful on the effectiveness that this plane is gonna have, but well, we're gonna have to see. Unfortunately, they brought this out right after I reviewed rank 5 for the Swedish, but unfortunate. But oh well, I think, guys, that this is gonna be a funny little plane. We'll see, we'll see. But Razorback's good, some good jets in there. Italy's got a little funny fighter. The Harrier and the MiG-21 bis is gonna be the interesting planes in this patch, I guess. And probably the MiG-21 bis is gonna be a performer. I don't know about the Harrier, man. Look at that speed. That's gonna be 9.7. That speed is even gonna be difficult at 8.7. But anyway, maybe he's got some awesome powers. Vertical takeoff. You can use some fantastic maneuvers with that, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, guys, this was my little sneak peek into the first dev server. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.